This is an Okean 52 Flybridge, and it is absolutely full of surprises. Let's jump on board and take a look. Well, let's start with this rear swim platform, and as you can see, it is a high-low platform. The beam of the boat at the back here is a bit over 4 metres, so you can definitely take a good 3 metre tender there. There's a swim ladder just over here as well, and then as you can see, there's steps up to where I am right now, which is a really nice and I think a really clever space. If I step down, you'll get a better view of that like this, because what you can see in front of me is a barbecue wet bar, and I think that's really great, particularly when you've got people in the water behind you, or you just want those cooking smells and fumes to be out of the main cockpit. Then here at the aft of the boat, that's a fantastic place to have that. Directly under that, we've got a little locker there for fenders, lines, covers. You might have some toys that you want to take into the water with you, which is terrific. And then we can enter the aft cockpit either by stairs on the port or starboard side. We'll duck up here and have a look at the first of the fantastic entertaining spaces that Okean provide, with this very long lounge that faces forward into the main salon. Underneath the Okean branded mat there is access into the engine rooms, and we'll end up there at the end of the tour. But I'm going to slowly spin around to show you a couple of features here which I think are important. So you can see there that we've got an actuated electric awning that will go out. So at the moment it's about halfway out, so if you want a little bit more shade, you can have that while you're barbecuing or on the swim platform. If you want a little bit less shade, you can have that as well. But all underneath the protection of the hard top, as you can see there. And a really good feature, I think, on just about every boat is a grab rail overhead as you're moving about, particularly as those stairs take you up to the Flybridge. It's good to have two places to hang on to. We will duck up to the Flybridge just in a moment. But some other cool features to show you. We've got a starboard side wing station, and you might have spotted these, but if you didn't, the sides of this boat fold down, and that in effect gives you another 3 to 3.5 feet of beam when they're down like this, which is a huge amount of real estate. And you can see that actually extends forward quite some way, and I'll give you another view of that in a few minutes. But you can see there we've got spaces to put some temporary railings as well if you want that, or if you don't want that, what a great place for people to jump in the water and just have a great time splashing around. So we've got those on both sides, obviously, as you can see. And this is all connected really nicely into the main salon with this C-shaped galley that we've got here. You can see there we've got a couple of like small ottoman stools that we can bring around. They could easily be here in front of you with easy access to that ice maker. But this is a really nice way to connect in the inside salon with the outside aft cockpit. Those doors and that window section there obviously fold all across to enclose this in. But if I come into the main salon, I think the thing that strikes me most about this boat is just the amount of openness that you sense when you're inside. I think that comes from the amount of glass, and Okean have been very deliberate in wanting to bring the outside in at every opportunity. And as I pull back, you'll see that they've achieved that brilliantly well in the main salon with this huge amount of windows and light that just pours in here. You really do feel very connected to the outside. More of that in a minute. The galley is here. It's got quite a bit of refrigeration, which is obviously good to have. You can see we've got two cooling units just there, and there's another unit there which can be for a freezer, ice maker, etc. Electric stove top there, and I think this is terrific. Sometimes you just want that extra ventilation when you are cooking, but it also provides a fantastic view out through the port side of the boat, and what a great way if you do need to be in the kitchen to take in the views. Fantastic. Sink, of course, microwave, stove and storage, etc. But if you are in the galley, nicely connected to guests who are enjoying that lounging. Terrific. So let's back out from here and take a bit more of a look at what I was referring to, which is just the amount of windows and natural light that pours in here. These can open as well, so you can have an enormous amount of cross ventilation if you're looking for that. But if I'm sitting down on this lounge section here, you can see just the incredible view that you do get. It really is a 360 degree view around the boat. It really is excellent. Come back so you can see that. You probably spotted there's two skylight or sections there in the hardtop. So again, more natural light that's going to pour into the salon. And then if the mood strikes you, on top of this storage unit here, there's an actuating television, a 55cm television that comes up for you to enjoy. So this would be a terrific spot, wouldn't it? Any time of the day or night to take in some entertainment. The table that I've been sitting at folds over, as you'd expect, to make that a larger unit, and then that can also be lowered if you want to have that more as like a lower coffee table. You can do that quite simply with a pretty simple screwed type mechanism there. And then if we walk a little further forward, we find the center positioned helm. Really like the use of this sort of colored material here, really striking. The two Simrad multifunction displays, the Volvo Penta engine monitors there. We'll duck down into the engine bay towards the end of the tour and show you the pod drives that the boat's fitted with. The joystick controller here, of course we've got the engine controls, bow thruster over there, and everything that you'd expect to find. But a really nice central helm position, and you can see there that's perfectly positioned straight over the dead center bow of the boat. And we're going to head up there in a moment to take a look at the entertaining spaces in the bow. But if I just spin around very slowly, you'll see just how much light and amazing visibility there is. Whoever's helming the boat has got incredible visibility either side of the boat. Terrific. Let's move back through the salon and we'll head up the starboard side. You can see again the extra real estate that you get with the sides down. That's a heap of fun, isn't it? And we'll move forward up to the bow. There's only a single step up, which is good. And we're greeted with a really terrific area. I'll come all the way to the front so you can see that. There you go. We're under the shade of a bimini. You could have this or you could not have this, obviously. But this is a great place, obviously, to come and enjoy your lunch or whatever meal you're enjoying. That table that's in front of us there can again lower down if you wanted to do that, and there's a Another little lounging section here, which makes for a nice seat if you want to face and have a chat to your other guests. If I spin around, you can see that we've got a single windlass in front of us, ground tackle there, those two lockers, and the anchor itself, I'll just swing over so you can see that, sits proud and forward of the bow, the very upright bow of the boat, where at anchor you can tell. And yeah, it's quite a striking boat. In fact, when you see it in the marina, that really upright bow, those high bulwarks that you've probably noticed. Very, very striking boat. You might have also noticed these cutaway sections in the bulwarks. I think they're really interesting as well. Again, I think it gives you just another little view of the water, and it's quite a nice design feature that you don't see on too many boats. That's very, very nice. So let's head back aft and we'll head up to the Flybridge. And there's quite a bit to show you up there. Take these stairs up. Here we are. The first thing that struck me when I first saw the boat was the design of this Flybridge helm. Isn't it? It's quite something, isn't it? Really striking design. Something that I've seen on a couple of other boats, a couple of power catamarans, but I really like that design. Very, very cool. Single helm chair just here. And basically what you saw down in the Salon in terms of engine controls, instrumentation, bow thrusters, again that joystick control. And we're right over onto the port side of the boat, so that's good for getting into tight spots, good visibility up and down the full length of the boat. But if you're not driving the boat, then you're probably there to have a fun afternoon, and there's plenty of space to do that. Forward here you can see we've got quite a large sun pad area. 2 or 3 people could stretch out there. And if you are underway or you just want to have a seat forward, there's another section just here. And you can see that this angled part of the decking runs the full beam of the boat. That's terrific for popping your feet on, obviously while you're underway, to brace yourself. Very, very comfortable. Aft, there's a terrific space for guests. We've got this really big C-shaped lounging area that looks like that, and that extends the full width of the Flybridge, so you know quite a few people could enjoy that. Again, virtually all under the hardtop as well. And then if the mood takes you, there's also a facility here to do some grilling. There's a little sink there, and there's even a little swing up. It's like a, wouldn't call it a chopping board, but it's a place to do some food preparation, rest some plates. You don't see that very often. I think that's a really useful and clever addition to have. You want to have somewhere to put your plates and things for people to make entertaining a little bit easier. So I'll just come back here a little bit. You can see there the detail in the hardtop, all very, very nicely done. Downlights, of course fusion stereo throughout the boat, and this is a really lovely view from on top of this Flybridge. So still a few more areas to show you. We haven't been down to the lower deck to have a look at the accommodation, and we're going to do that now. So we'll come all the way down onto this little landing section. Now there's a 3-cabin 2-head layout with 7 berths in fact. And why don't we start, I'll tell you what, why don't we start with the owner's cabin, because I think that's a very interesting place to start. Typically, if you've seen a lot of boat and boat walkthroughs, that main bed would be more at a 90-degree angle with the stern of the boat, and of course it's set up there on an angle. And the reason for doing that, of course, is to do with space. It does give you a little bit more room to walk around the bed, maximize the area down in here. You can see we've got some cushions and things here. Don't worry about those, but we've got this nice little bureau section here that can be used for that's a home office or somewhere for people to get ready in the morning. I think that's very, very nice to have those. You can see we've got the side sections there for places to put bits and pieces, and then we've got quite a large hanging locker. In fact, probably don't get a sense of just how big that is because of the cushions and things, but you can see there that there's drawers, and I can pull that right out. You can just get a sense of how much space is in there. I think it's quite a nice hanging locker. And I'll just close that up like so. Nice rounded section actually, that corner. That's very, very nice. I'll just close this door over. It's serviced by this really nice ensuite head. Some very cool design elements in here. If you're a bit of a nerd for that kind of stuff, that's a really nice basin, isn't it? But lovely looking ensuite head. Separate shower, of course, rainfall. Those tiles are particularly nice, aren't they? But this is a very nice, well lit, very comfortable ensuite head. We'll move out of here. There's two more cabins to show you. If I just come past here, you'll find there we've got a little bit of storage, and then down here we've got a combination washer dryer. Perfect. So here we've got the third of the guest cabins. This is set up, as you can see, with accommodation for 3 people. I think that third single berth at the top there is optional, but you could easily have 2 or 3 people down here, particularly younger guests. They'd probably have a lot of fun in a cabin like that. And the VIP guest cabin is in the bow, and it's like this. Very nice. Big double island bench. Big double island bed with some storage at the bottom. I'll just come further in. You can see we've got the same hanging locker style that we had in the owner's cabin. That nice curved door, lit. That's very nice. Some opening sections on either side, like that. And the VIP and that third cabin share this head, which is effectively the day head as well. But again, the same separate rainfall shower, the same nice cabinetry, finished to exactly the same standard. All very, very nice. Terrific. Well, let's move out of the lower deck, back up onto the main deck where we can access the engine room. Right, the last place we'll take a look at is the engine rooms. So I'll just lower myself down into here so we get a good look at what's going on. There we go. It's actually a little bit warm. We've We've been running the boat for about 10 minutes to get back to the marina, but that's okay. The lengths I go to bring you guys these videos. Here we are. So you can tell we're running Volvo Penta IPS drives. This is fitted with the 700s, which I think are good for about 600 horsepower each. And the guys who are brokering the boat tell me that that's going to give you around about 25, 26 knots as a top speed. You can see there, if I just get in between the ladder, you can see the IPS, the pod drives. The one there on the left and that one there on the right. The boat's also fitted with a Seakeeper 6 gyro. So we had a bit of a blustery day at the start, but the boat performed really well with the gyro on. Nice and rock solid, very still, excellent. There's a 1600 litre fuel tank. You can probably work out for yourself what that means in terms of range. I'll put all of those details in the description of the video. You can see the genset just in front of us there. The boat's virtually, well, it hasn't got many hours on it yet, so you can see it's in very, very nice, clean condition. It is for sale. Again, I'll put all of the details in the description of the video. If someone's keen on buying this or inquiring, you can reach out to the people at Short Marine here in Sydney, and they'll look after you. But there you go, there's the engine room. Let's pop back upstairs and wrap this up. So there you go, the Okean 52. I really enjoyed that walkthrough. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. As I said, it's available for sale through Short Marine. Thank you to those guys for getting us on today. I hope you enjoyed this one. Subscribe if you haven't, like the video, you know what to do. But I'll see you next week on another video. Bye for now.